Hello planner friends, welcome back to Lakeisha Loves to Plan. Y'all, I'm so excited. Today I am showing you how to DIY a wreath with all 100% Dollar Tree products and a very heavily discounted Christmas wreath from Michaels. So I'm so excited to share this with you. If you like videos like this where you like simple DIYs that are not hard to do, make sure you like, subscribe, and click that notification bell, girl. All right, let me show you how to do this, y'all. It's so easy. Friends, so I purchased this old wreath from Michaels, and I'm just going to speed it up here, and I brought my supplies. So one thing I want to point out is that you must have a good wire cutter and some pipe cleaners for this easy DIY, just because you will be cutting some floral arrangements from the Dollar Tree and you don't want to struggle. But all of these things I got from the Dollar Tree. If you go to your local Dollar Tree, they have some really nice things for Easter and for spring. And these are the florals that I have. And remember, I'm doing two wreaths, one for me and one for my mom, but I'm just going to show you the one that I'm doing for my front door because I had a wreath for Valentine's Day up, so I had to take it down. So now I don't have any wreath up, and so I need to put a wreath up. So I'm starting with just fluffing out this Christmas tree. This is my favorite wreath to use, but I have used what do you call it? I have used a foam wreath, the foam where you just stick stuff in. I like that wreath too. And I just found out about a flat wreath that I want to try. It's like a wooden flat wreath. But nevertheless, this is my favorite because it's easy because you can use the tree branches to secure the decorations, and it takes like no time. Like, I'm gonna be finished this, y'all, in like 10 minutes. So comment below if you create your own tree for your front door. I just think it's a nice personal touch to your home. If you can make something and display it and it's made with love, right? And it doesn't cost a lot of money. I think between both of these wreaths and all of the stuff I bought, I may have spent like $20. This wreath was on sale at Michael's for $2. So I bought like 4 of them. I bought 4 wreaths and I only paid $8. So again, you can do a wreath, use a lot of stuff in your wreath. If you go to the Dollar Tree and just get discounted stuff. Sometimes I thrift stuff. I just thrifted some mesh for Christmas. So you can also find new crafting things at the thrift as well. So I look everywhere for this stuff because I just love seasonal decorating, and so I make sure I'm like stocked up. So what you see me doing now is I'm sort of using the middle of the wreath as a spool for my mesh, and then I'm combining the blue, purple, and pink mesh together as a base because I want to quickly fill up the space on the wreath. But I could have filled up the space with just the flowers. That takes a little more time, but you can do it with flowers as well. In fact, this is the order I go in. I first put the mesh in, then I put the flowers in, then I put any specialty items in, and then I go for the bow. I also found this cute little sign at the Dollar Tree. It says, "Welcome to the cotton something." But the thing about this is I thought it fit in the middle. It looks like it's a little too big, so I'm struggling a little bit, but I am determined. And I got it in with some muscle. I got it in the middle. So that fit perfectly in there. If you want to know what size this wreath is a medium-sized wreath. So they have smaller wreaths and they have larger wreaths. So I did, when I went to Michael's, I purchased a larger wreath for probably, I might use it for fall or Christmas. I haven't decided. So those wonderful wire cutters that I told you to get, you see what I'm doing with them? I want to cut these off, and then the greenery at the bottom I'm actually going to save for other projects. So see this part, I want to save that because I don't need that greenery here, because the Christmas tree is already green, so I don't need it here. So I'm just going to place these flowers in here. I realized I've ran out, so I'm just gonna replace them in here again. And then I thought I had the same one, another bunch of the same ones, but I don't, so I'm just going to place them evenly. That's the thing about making a wreath. If it's your first time, you have to make it pleasing to the eye, and the way you do that is through patterns. So the pattern I'm choosing today is like cluster patterns all the way around the wreath, but you can cluster on one side of the wreath, you can cluster at the top or bottom. You don't have to cluster all the way around, but my vision for this is to have foliage all the way around the truck in the middle, so that's why I'm clustering around. Now for this one, I am going to be using that little green stem just because these are going to be like picks. They're going to be sticking out of the wreath, and so it gives the wreath like a three-dimensional touch with things like these little foliage, little things sticking out. So I'm only going to use one of those, not too many. And then I'm going to come in with purple. Also, when you're doing a wreath, color coordination is important. Even if you choose whimsical colors, they just have to coordinate. Even if, you know, they're unconventional colors, just coordinate your colors, because the thing about a wreath is that it has to be pleasing to the eye. So you want to make sure you think about the colors and the pattern and kind of have a vision before you start. Otherwise you'll be doing a lot of trial and error. So you see how easy it is for me to stick these flowers in. One thing about these flowers is that I'm not gluing them. If I was to sell this wreath, I would glue it so it can transport and nothing would fall off. But for me, in my house, when I use a wreath in my house, I don't glue. See how that came out? It's pretty cute. I don't glue because I might use this wreath for something else. Like I might take these decorations off and then use this wreath again for fall. So now I'm going in with these beautiful eggs. Yes, I can't believe they had these at the dollar store. The stems were too long, so I'm using my cutter to just clip the stems a little bit, but I'm using the sticks here to secure them to the wreath, so it's easy, very easy. Some I'm just sticking in, some I have to use the branches to stick in because I am strategically placing these. So I'm on these last ones, and I'm just going to cut all of them first to make it easier on myself, and then stick it in there. But these eggs, you can use eggs, you can use little bunnies, or you know, anything you want to accentuate or to make your wreath pop. Like it was a nice tree with just the flowers. I mean, I said tree, goodness, wreath. It was a nice wreath with just the flowers, but these eggs make it pop. So that's the formula I basically use. Mesh, some sort of foliage, some sort of specialty item like maybe the part in the middle or the eggs. And then I have to use ribbon. Sometimes I use ribbon instead of mesh to cover, but today I'm going to be making a bow. So keep watching if you want to see how I make the bow. So look at this, y'all, with the eggs. Isn't it adorable? I so love it, y'all. And now I'm going to clear the space. I'm in my kitchen on my counter. I want to clear the space, and then this is where I'm going to use the ribbon and the pipe cleaners. And when I looked at my pipe cleaners, these are all the pipe cleaners I have left. I had a lot, so I want to have to replenish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a crisscross bow. Sometimes I make a bestie bow. It just depends on what my vision is, but this Easter ribbon is one-sided, so I took the checkered ribbon and put it on the back to make it look like it's two-sided. But the good news is that the checkered ribbon is two-sided, so I can kind of fluff it out and it will look nice. So I'm just like crisscrossing here, making sure the sides are even. I wish I had my ruler, but I forgot it. So I'm gonna have to eye it here. So once it's even, I pinch the middle, take a pipe cleaner and super hard twist it so it can create that pinch. And now I'm going to make the bottom. So I just wanted the slant, but this slant was not that pleasing. I ended up changing the slant to some dovetails, but you see how that came out? It came out like a perfect bow. And then what I'm going to do is make a smaller one only with the checkered pattern bow, and do that. And this almost looks like a awareness bow, and then you just pull the back in and pinch it. And again, I'm sizing it up. I'm making sure it's the right size to go in the middle of the first bow. So I'm using the first bow as a guide. And now I'm going to take the pipe cleaner and do the same thing. And then once I have both these bows twisted, I'm going to combine them together so it can look like one bow. So I'm just going to dovetail these out. Again, sometimes I dovetail it wrong and I have to redo it, but it wasn't too bad. So I'm going to super twist this again all together, and I'm going to leave some of the pipe cleaner out because I'm going to use the pipe cleaner to secure it to the tree branches, and to cover that unsightly pipe cleaner because it's not the color I like. I'm going to use another piece in the middle, and this has wire, so it's just easy to twist, but you got to be careful because it has the wire sticking out. And there you have it. So now I'm going to be really like messing with this bow a lot, just shaping it up so I can place it on the wreath for the grand finale. And then I saw this was a little too long, and so I'm just gonna I want it to be even at the bottom. Sometimes, you know, I have like some of the bottom pieces longer than the other, but for this case I wanted a short ribbon because the wreath is so incredibly cute, and so I didn't want to cover up a lot of the eggs and the foliage. So I'm going to now find a branch in the back, and I'm going to twist that little extra piece in the back, and look, totally secure. Y'all, this is so easy. Make sure you save this video if you want to make a bow, and then you can start and stop it, start and stop it, start and stop it, so you can see. And look, y'all, I can charge somebody for this wreath, okay? It's so cute. So as a grand finale, I'm going to show you how this looks on my my front porch. But before then, y'all, I'm just going to give y'all just a slow-mo of the gorgeousness of this Easter wreath. I love all of the pastel colors. I love the Happy Easter ribbon. And y'all, this is 100% Dollar Tree products. Everything you see here was $1. The foliage, the clusters were $1, so those were even cheaper than $1. There were 4 eggs in a pack. That was cheaper than $1. So y'all, I think this was like a $10 wreath. I'm just eyeing it, but isn't this wonderful? I think it's so precious. All right, y'all, so now I'm going to show you how it looks on my front door. Forgive my camera, I was moving a little too fast when I did it, but thank you so much for watching. I hope this was inspiring for you, and I hope I gave you some great ideas. Until next time, friends, I hope you have a blessed Easter, a blessed spring. If you want to see some more of my spring videos, please visit my channel. All right, friends, bye now.